music's biggest groups, Grammy-winning U2 and Green Day, as they perform for a cause near, well, close and dear to their hearts. They really want to try and help fellow musicians get back on their feet. Well, yesterday I sat down with the lead guitarist for U2, the Edge, and also the front man for Green Day, Billie Joe Armstrong, and they talked about this labor of love. When you think of New Orleans, you think of the music. But when Hurricane Katrina ripped through the city last year, thousands of musicians lost their instruments and in many cases their livelihood, silencing the heart and soul of the region. U2's The Edge decided to help with his organization Music Rising, which puts instruments back in musicians' hands. Can you help people understand the importance of music to this area, to New Orleans?
Jazz, R&B, rock and roll, everything started in this little area. And so not only for today and for the future, but in reference to the history and the past, I think every musician who earns money doing what they do owes a little bit of a debt to New Orleans.
For an area like this, for New Orleans, it's it's the blood that kind of flows through the city, and to see with the Edges and Music Rising, putting this thing together is just a great thing.
A great thing for musicians like Jono Frischberg and members of his band Bayou DeVille, who lost instruments but are now back on their feet and playing again thanks to Music Rising.
Giving people their tools that they lost to work with is not only empowering, but it's just directly useful to allow them to pay rent, to feed themselves and their family,
Now phase 2, you've helped musicians and you continue, but also now with schools and churches making sure that they have the music back as well. That's what this phase is about?
That is the next phase, and yes, if you get onto the Music Rising website, musicrising.org, there's lots of ways people can get involved.
Billie Joe, I know you're going to be performing Wake Me Up When September Ends. Why did you want to perform it?
I think the main sort of thing that it resonates is hope. Something that can rally people for hope a little bit more.
It's true. They just adapt the song to what's going on in their life and they get something out of it.
It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. The Saints had already said they were going to play it in all their pregame activities, that was just something that they wanted to hear.
That's a fun song to play.
It's a good song to end. I hope in New Orleans, it's like the past is laid to rest, and from now on, okay, we've got a lot of problems to get over, but now the party starts, and so Beautiful Day is probably a fitting song.
No, I don't want to start a fight or anything, but lead guitar. So who?
We're into punk rock. The idea of lead guitar doesn't come into it.
No?
None of us can play worth a damn anyway. So.
Any prediction for the game? We got 2 undefeated teams. It's a heated rivalry.
I know. Last time I made predictions, I got into trouble around here, so I'm not going to make any predictions.
Say go Raiders.
That would be you.
Then you'll make the whole league angry.
Why not? Yeah, that's right. You rock and roll all the way to the very end.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Pleasure.
Thanks a lot.